Whether you're starting a blog or opening your own shop, creating a cohesive look for your brand is key. Come along with me as I show you 4 easy ways to create a unified look for all of your brand's social channels and website with PicMonkey. So first up, I want to share how we create a detailed pin for Pinterest. I really like to use these when we are sharing something a little bit more substantial that will link back to the website. So think about a room reveal or a DIY, something that is evergreen, that no matter the time of year, people will go back to it and want to reference it on your site. So you can take a look at my workflow for a pin like this. I like to start with a template that is already from PicMonkey and make it my own. So here you can take a look at just how easy it is to move around those layers, move around fonts, increase, decrease the size, change the color. You can pull colors from the image. You can sort of playing around with there. And you can also pull fonts from your own website just by loading in whatever you have saved on your computer. And I really like that because it helps create that cohesive feel and extends your brand from your website to a social media platform like Pinterest. So now you can just see we are going to load that pin in, grab it off of my desktop and put in my pin title. And then I will also add a little description about it and add the landing page from my website below. So next up on the PicMonkey dashboard, I am going to create a newsletter header. I have a ton of templates that you can choose from, but I like to keep everything in that neutral feel with some organic shapes. So I'm going to load this image and I'm just going to create a banner that will tell my readers a little bit about what they missed on the blog this week. I will change that font below also. And again, you can really move around the colors and fonts. Over here, I loaded a font from our website. Sometimes it takes a little playing around with to get it just right, and I'll go back and forth with some colors or different font bases until I feel like it is just at its right spot. And then I will also play around with the graphics on the page as well. So I can change the colors of those different shapes, I can move them around, I can replace them if I want. Again, we're going to keep in a very earthy, natural palette. So I think that looks just about right. Then I am just going to save that to our desktop and load that into our newsletter platform. Next up is an Instagram story template. I really like creating these once again for a fun blog post that maybe you have more than a few photos to share, something substantial that you really want to direct your followers and readers to your website. So here I'm just grabbing a photo from a recent blog post with Oliver's nursery reveal. And again, I'm keeping those organic shapes, those same natural tones, and I'm going to play around with some fonts from the website. What I really like about the PicMonkey platform is that they have various shapes and textures, so you can continuously layer on top of these things. So in this particular template, I have a background layer, and then I have our photo, then I have 2 shapes on top, and then I have a texture on that top right hand shape, and now I'm adding some text as well, so that will count as another layer. So I'm just going to play around with this, add a little swipe up prompt to put at the bottom of the Instagram story. So now that I have that font in the place that I want it, I'm going to head over to the sidebar and I'm going to search their graphics section for a little arrow just to help that swipe up on the bottom, direct our followers to swipe up for the full Neutral Nursery Ideas blog post. Last but not least, we are going to create a header for our business Facebook page. So these are really great. I feel like they're interchangeable with newsletters as well because it's that banner shaped image. And I chose one here that I already changed the background image that you can tell. And I'm going to play around with some shapes to layer my fonts over. So I deleted that circle and I'm going to scroll down. You can see they have a ton of different items to choose from. and I am going to change the opacity on this. First I will change the color, but then I would like to make it a little transparent for my font to really pop off, but not lose that desert background. Playing around with placement. And then I am going to add the logo that I have saved in our computer. And that's what I really like about it, is that your workflow can be endless. You can layer as many items as you want. You can load as many different graphics and photos from your computer as well. So you're not limited to just what they have, and also what they have can be customized tremendously. Like you can tell, I'm just playing around with some fonts and shapes until I feel like this is right. I'm going to save and then load this into Facebook to change our banner image. So I hope that was helpful for some of you guys. And you can see it's super easy to create a cohesive brand in 4 simple steps.